going on, everybody? It's MrAeroHD, and we are here with Ask Aero number 62. Without further ado, I don't want to waste any time before my cat is being complacent. I don't know if you guys saw last week's episode, but my cat is quiet at the moment. But we'll get into, I think it was last week, but we'll get in the question. What are your thoughts on Slap Train? I don't know. I've talked to Peter a couple times directly. He's a pretty cool dude. He has his moments, but I mean, I think we all do. Yeah. I don't like his videos that much, but that's just my opinion. I don't really have a reason behind it, but I don't really like a lot of people's videos that you guys probably all watch, but I don't know if that's just me, or I try not to watch a lot of people's videos anyways, just so I don't accidentally steal ideas. Why is water wet? Because you touch yourself at night. Alright, already started. What are your opinion on the E30 Touring? I think I know what that is. I believe I know what that is, but just so I don't look stupid, I'm going to look up a picture of it once I can fucking figure out how to get to Google Images. And stop. I think it's it's just the E30 wagon. Honestly, I think those are sick and should get one, because this guy says I'm thinking about getting one. The ones I'm looking at here, it looks like if you just make them nice and clean and put some nice wheels on it, it looks pretty sweet. So yeah, no, I definitely I would drive one of those if I can get one in good shape. What do you order at Taco Bell? I order usually 4 or 5 hard shell tacos, just fucking cheese and lettuce, because I am a simple man with simple needs. Yeah. What's your opinion on the Kia K90? I think it's the coolest Kia they've ever built. I'm not sure if it's going into production, but if it's not going into production, it absolutely should. Hey Aero, have you read any publishings on journalist lawyer Glenn Greenwald? I think you'd find it fascinating and great material for your paper. I tweeted out that I was writing a paper on an inspiring journalist. I actually picked Jeremy Clarkson. For obvious reasons, I wouldn't be interested in motorsports or not motorsports journalism, but automotive journalism, car journalism, if it wasn't for the top tier guys, as weird in their ways as they are. But another buddy of mine was doing Glenn Greenwald, so I couldn't do it. But I never really read anything from his. I'm probably gonna have to, but he's doing a presentation on it, so I might just wait for that and learn me a thing. Do you think Chris Forsberg will be more laid back next season, or we turn into a machine again? Chris Forsberg does not know the meaning of the term laid back. He will be going for another championship. I guarantee that. Do you watch FD Nation, and which of the FD drivers do you follow on Instagram or Twitter? I don't really follow any of them on Instagram, because all of them post really the same things, just pictures of their car, and then hashtags of their sponsors. The ones I follow on Twitter are the ones that I actually like. I don't follow Von Gittin and stuff. Forsberg, again, it's people guys that will tweet stuff out, actually, like people using Twitter stuff. People like Chris Forsberg and stuff don't actually just use Twitter. So Danny George, Dean Kearney's really fun to follow on Twitter. I follow Ryan Littoral, even though I don't think he uses Twitter anymore. That's Blackjack SD9K, who's actually in Formula D now, which is fucking awesome. But that's all I can think of. Ryan Turek. I think I follow Daigo Saito on Facebook just to see his broken English whenever he posts something. It's funny. Pump for Fast 7/Furious 7. Not at all, actually. After I saw the trailer, it looks like a Die Hard movie. I'm still going to see it. I absolutely hope I'm proved wrong, but it doesn't look that great from what I saw. It just looks too much like an action movie, and like a step way too far away from what Fast and Furious series is supposed to be about. The last movie was like that, but they had a lot of cool car scenes in it. This one, I think there was very little that was actually shot with cars. It was mostly guns and Michael Bay explosions. Thoughts on the new NFS game? I don't care. NFS has so fallen down their pedestal of being the top arcade racers, especially with games like The Crew that are coming in and doing some awesome shit, and Horizon 2 and stuff like that. So I don't even care about NFS anymore. I asked a question last episode about 2JZ and a 180SX, but about LS3 and an R30 real drive converted R34. No. R34's got to have an RB in it. I'm kind of a purist on that. Like an R34 and a Supra got to have those engines in it. I'm just weird. For the most part, would you want a 2JZ Skyline or an RB26 Supra? God, that's just so. It's just you don't do that. 2JZ Skyline. I just don't. The RB and the Supra just wouldn't work for me. They still both are weird swaps that I don't really love, but. Would you prefer a stock S14 with no engine or stock RB2J20B with no car? For sure would like the car with no engine. I can get an engine. It's just hard to find a stock shell now because people usually end up doing shit to it. Or bastardizing it or ricing it out. Danny George or Mats Vedevol, which is tough because those are my two favorite drivers for two very different reasons. I like Mats because he's brought when I went and met everybody. Granted, fuck, I can't remember his name now. Dave Briggs was really busy. I didn't have a chance to talk to him. He was my favorite Canadian guy that I went and talked to at Atlanta. I brought him Tim Hortons coffee as a joke. We took pictures. I was on his Instagram and whatever. He's super, super cool. But Danny George is just Danny George. I mean, like, probably one of the most down-to-earth, humble, grounded individuals I've ever met, but he's still such a funny dude and just knows how to make fun of himself and make fun of the people that deserve, he's just a really, really good person, which is why I financially supported him last year in his season. It was such an experience going to meet that man and him knowing me by name even before I even said anything. But if I had to pick between the two, the only reason I'm going to pick Danny George is because, again, of his demeanor. I like Mats a lot, but I like that Mats is kind of more of a serious guy. I don't know him outside of Formula Drift, right? He could be like one of the funniest dudes in the world. I like the persona that Danny puts on, that he just will shake every hand, sign everything, and he's so fan-oriented. And again, Mats is very, very personable as well. Just in the comparison of the two, there's almost no contest. What would be your ideal Forza DLC pack? This is a thing. Everybody always has those, my wish lists and whatever, and it's just drift cars. I want a little bit of everything. Again, let's just say if it's for Horizon 2, just for the sake of argument, I want my Falcon. I want my Falcon so bad. Maybe a Chaser, maybe, a Safiro or something like that. Whatever, 2 or 3 like drift cars, then maybe like an old Fiat or Ferrari, not a race car, but like some new car that just came out. What just came out that's interesting? God, the Mustang GT350 that was just announced, something like that. I'm not one, even in the Motorsport series, I don't like it when it's a lot of the same car. Forza 5 did a really good job with keeping their DLC very varied, and having all their cars most of the time interesting to look at or drive. Like the Chaparrals and stuff, those were awesome to see in DLC. So I'm not a guy that's like, drift all the things. I kind of want to see a little bit of everything, because I'm actually level-headed and understand that you can't have 10 drift cars in a DLC pack because it's dumb and only half the people are going to buy it. I would also like to see Formula Drift or D1 GP cars remodeled and put into the game, such as race cars. If they can do it with Grid, or they can do it, did Reese Millen's car, Formula Drift car, was in Forza 4, I believe. I would love to see those in game, though those probably would cause issues with people like me who don't use anything outside of A class or S class, because those cars are always one class above. Anyways, will you be getting GTA 5 next gen anytime soon and streaming it? Absolutely. I just didn't have the funds. I'm in between jobs right now. I may have some money coming, a large sum of money, a loan. And if I do, I'll probably pick up GTA 5. Because I had it for 360, but I traded it in to get Halo, which was a mistake. But yeah, for sure. Just a matter of time. What do you think about Tokyo Extreme Racer? If you guys don't know, I'm doing a Let's Play on Tokyo Extreme Racer 3, I believe. For the 9 parts that I played, it was super fun. It was confusing, but definitely a game that I wish I had as a kid. I definitely missed out. I have a couple of other. I think I have one more Tokyo Extreme Racer game. I think I have Drift 2, which when I finish 3, if I finish 3, I'll definitely. I'll probably end up doing it. I definitely need to record some more Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. I haven't played that in a long time. I sat on that footage for so long and never put it out. And last question, I'll include the AskFM one, just because we're a little. I ran through what we had. Do you feel the love? 95% of the time, yes. You guys are awesome. When love is deserved. Which word do you want people to stop using? Probably, oh god, probably every slang word that's come up in the past 3 years, like bae, ratchet, or gnaw. Like, that's just dumb. God, bae is the worst. Bae is pretty bad. Yeah, pretty much any slang term that's ever come out in the past like 3 years is just all dumb and I hate it. You know, what's wrong with English? English is cool. You know, I'm all about slang, but I mean, like, there's such a thing as taking it too far. There, a thought. Thought is stupid too. That's dumb. Whoever thought of thought is just a fucking anal bead. But anyway, guys, that's it for this week. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. We actually kept this under 15 minutes. If you have a question that you'd like to ask in next week's Ask Aero, please you don't have to wait. You can ask it whenever you want. There's a link down below to my Ask.fm page. You don't need an account. You don't need anything to ask a question. You can ask as many questions as you want, even though I kind of frown upon that. But and it will be answered in next week's video. So thank you guys very much. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday, and take care. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I also have a Facebook and a Twitter. For those links, be sure to check out the description box below.